look at this now. You can see what I was talking about yesterday. What's the difference? What? But look at this, the original looks better! They just, oh my god, it's so fucking lazy. Fuck!
Pathetic.
Did y'all like that one? That was painful. Right, so today we're going to be talking about how remasters are going to become a fucking problem. So, if you didn't notice, basically what I was looking at is like some people doing graphical changes and such. And it's been pissing me off that people... I'm going to leave this dude's description in the channel, by the way, or in the description. I'm going to leave this... You know what I mean. Go and follow D-Factor. He's a good chap. He does lots of like long plays, and I appreciate him because without him, there wouldn't be a background for this. So anyway, remasters. We're gonna divide this up into 3 groups. So, what is the difference between a remake and a remaster? Well, a remaster is mainly a remastering of graphics, audio, visuals, mechanics, gameplay, and so forth. And pretty much when a game gets remastered, if it was, let's say it was an original game on the PlayStation 2, Xbox original, etc., they will take it, rebuild it from the ground up, sometimes actually remaking them, but most of the time they would prefer remastering them because it's a lot easier than redoing the same stuff again. So they pretty much turn around and they will take the game, enhance the graphics, add in or fix mechanics that were broken, and yeah, pretty much make it a whole new game. Sound good so far, right?
No, Helen.
Okay, good. Now, remakes are slightly different in the sense that 9 times out of 10, remakes are rebuilt from the ground up. So new gameplay, new like add-ons to the story, new weapons, visuals, changing of certain dialogues, adding in of new content, so on and so forth. Now that we've identified the differences between the two, The Last of Us Part 1 falls into none of these categories!
Talbot. Yeah? You're making me angry. Oh, am I?
None! As you just seen from the intro, the original looks better. I think that sums it up. The original looks better. But I digress. Take this game here, for example, Medieval, the game in the background. This game is another perfect example of how the difference between a remake and a remaster. The remaster of Medieval or remake made the game look 50 times better. Did it lose some of its gothic, like, horror elements? Well, yes, but it was a necessary sacrifice to bring the game back. But, we're getting off topic a bit. Now that we've identified the differences between the two, and you are more prepared to understand where I'm coming from, let us move on to the next section of this list. Why most remakes are fucking unnecessarily fucking stupid! Sorry about that, I'm back. Right. So, some remakes and remasters are unnecessary. Take the Spider-Man one, for example. Absolutely unnecessary. I think we could all agree on that. The Metal Gear Solid 5 Definitive Editions. Not really necessary. Yeah. But the most outrageous one is The Last of Us Part 1, because it just does not add in anything new to the game. And, like, you can tell that it doesn't. And some YouTubers are finding it difficult to even, like, defend it. Like, most of the popular defenses are, like, graphical updates and, like, how, oh, it looks so good. And it's just like, but it, like, it doesn't even look good. I know I said that I had updated graphics yesterday, but I'm going to retract that statement. Because after looking at the comparison videos, it looks like dog shit. You can't get any, like, worse than that. But we're going to move on, actually. We're going to move on from why Last of Us Part 1 sucks, because I already covered that. And we're going to move into the third category. Why remasters are becoming dangerous. Remasters used to be a case of you would remake a popular game and upgrade the mechanics, visuals, the whole lot. But now it is becoming a dangerous money-grabbing tactic used by greedy corporations who want, that buck 50, that 250. They want extra money. And Sony needs it. Believe me, with that lawsuit, they fucking need it. But Naughty Dog knew what they were doing. I am 100% convinced that this is a deliberate ruse to rob you blind of your money. Because think about it, they had no reason to remaster or remake The Last of Us, like the first Last of Us. They had no rhyme or reason to do it, other than to capitalize and to manipulate people into spending more money. And it's just so shitty. Like, it's unfortunate. Like, I feel bad for y'all who actually bought the game, and I bet y'all feel a bit silly now, but it's okay. It's okay. I can relate to you. I'm gonna let you all in on a little secret. Guess what my dumbass did years ago to learn from this? With EA, I pre-ordered the Star Wars Battlefront 2015 or 2016, yeah? I felt like an absolute idiot. I felt bamboozled. And you know what my dumbass did? I went and I pre-ordered the second one.
Hey, Paul!
So believe me, when I call people certified morons, which they are, they're certified morons for buying this shit, I'm right there with you. I was that certified moron. But I grew up and I learned quickly. So the main point to take from this is stop getting these fucking remasters, or at least get them when they actually add in something new. Because it's very fucking dangerous, bro. Like, they're just going to become so lazy to the point where they're not even going to bother making original games, and they're just going to recycle the shit that they've done. And, like, we deserve better. As gamers, we deserve better. You know what I mean? I'm not, like, looking forward to the Resident Evil remake, because a lot of people are hyping that up, and, like, it's just, no. Like, the game, Resident Evil 4 does not need to be remade whatsoever. But if Capcom wants to do that, hey, go off, I guess. And, like, yeah, I just feel like that between Sony and their overpriced shit, and then Naughty Dog and their, like, unoriginality, like, it's just getting to the point where what's the point of buying games now? You're not even getting a full game anymore. And, like, on top of that, and they're fucking remastered. Like, there's so many people that are fucking going nuts over, like, a patch of water or something that's, like, more highlighted. Water. Like, do y'all ever hear yourselves? Like, do you know what you sound like trying to justify your purchase, though? Right? Do you know what you sound like? Well, actually, the graphics are updated by 40 pixels more. Like, you don't sound smart trying to logicalize it. You sound like a certified dumbass. And that's putting it nicely. Because, like, why? There was no rhyme or reason you should have bought this. None whatsoever. And I feel like now that y'all have been duped, I hope that y'all learn from it and that you won't make the same mistake. But you probably will. It's the internet. Like, people only like listen. Like, people will listen to me, but the people that do listen to me will understand where I'm coming from. Because, like, in this day and age, like, with this inflation shit, lads, we don't have the money to be wasting on these kinds of remakes. And it's just an unjustified remake at that. I thought it was a joke. I was convinced. My reaction in that first video, I thought, like, the first video I done on The Last of Us Part 1, I thought they were joking. I thought it was like, oh, we're going to remaster Part 1 again. It's like, oh, yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. My reaction in that is the unfiltered, like, reaction to when I've seen it was real. And, like, to this day, I'm still, like, fucking, like, wow. Like, they actually did this, but yeah, go and subscribe to D-Factor. I'll leave his link in the description. He's a good chap. He makes long plays. And yeah, I think he's overall helpful for situations like this. If you have any thoughts of your own, please leave them in the comments. I'd like to know what y'all think and, like, what your standpoint is on it. Because, I don't know. I have yet to meet someone who can, like, adequately argue with me on why people want to get the game. Because I don't see any change in it, so I don't really see the point of it. So yeah, this has been Simp Killer. Again, if you enjoyed, like, share, subscribe. Don't show your grandma because she will have a heart attack, because I guarantee you she's never heard an Irishman go off fully like this. So yeah, I will see you all in the next one. And remember, if they come out with a remaster, make sure they actually improve it. Don't pre-order it. Trust me, I've fallen victim to that shit. So yeah, I will see you all in the next one.